Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we're going to be going and doing a tier list for every single attribute. I should have little waypoints at the very bottom. And this is a PvE tier list. I have a PvP tier list, but I mean, it's just, you know, I'm not going to be going over them. I'm going to be going over the newer character for each attribute. And yeah, just let me know what's your favorite character or just your what you think is the #1 character for each attribute. You know, comment down below what you guys think. And yeah, I will say I don't have every single character on here, and characters below S are kind of just like, yeah, they might fit here. I don't know. They're all pretty mediocre, to be honest, if they're below S tier. So yeah, I think I have it to like 4th anniversary is what I have on here. I have some people always comment it, but yeah. So for the heart attribute, we didn't really get anything. We ended up getting a 1000 but we're in a now resurrection, where she essentially just ended up picking up the booster skill, if I'm not mistaken, and then the soul trait of full stamina only, increased strong attack damage plus 20%. Also, if you hear fireworks, I'm sorry, it's America. They love blowing stuff up. So yeah, I mean, she definitely got better. It's just that in this GQ, I don't know how good she is. I also believe she might have picked a multi-bearer and a little bit more berserker, but like, she's an SP booster, so I don't really think she's getting that much more use. She's the Espada booster. I don't know if we actually have a better Espada booster, to be fair. So I mean, she's probably like upwards of a maybe low S tier. But she's just a booster. She doesn't like have like crazy, super ridiculous damage or anything. You know, she also might be trying to steal your status ailment procs. You know, that's probably kind of annoying. So if you want to put her in S, low A or high A, that's where I would realistically put her. Yeah, nothing crazy, you know. But she's good. She's good if you get her. Her link is very, very good. I will say that I think her link is extraordinary. I think it's the best link in the game from what most people are saying. So yeah, you know, Berserker 60, 30% booster with the Enhancer ability, so it's a 43% bonus at 43% attack, focus, and defense. Bruiser 20%, Devastation, you know, Havoc plus 20%. At least she has Havoc, not bad. Moving on to the next character, I'm so disappointed in the Resurrection. It's just very lackluster. It is the Desert Society Rukia, and yeah, not gonna lie, basically all she ended up picking up with Havoc in her innate skills and a low stamina 24% soul trait. Low S or low A. Just I think all the Resurrection character banners or the characters that we ended up getting were very bad. I don't think a single one this month was good. For the Desert Society, by the way, I think there was another batch that I have on here. But yeah, that's it for Heart. Nothing to say really. Let's go on to the next one, which is going to be Tech. We got 2 new characters. I don't believe we got any Resurrection characters. We did. It was this Ichigo, and I don't care. He sucks. I'm not even going to bring him up. His Resurrection is even worse than the Luna Rukia's. He got low stam again, I'm fairly certain. Alright, so for the first character of the Technique attribute, we have the Parasol Nanao, which is actually a pretty good character. She has the Sternritter Killer. Sternritter Killer. The soul trait of speed, links out potions plus 5, and then she has weakening on all of her strong attacks except for her SA3, which is a charged SA3 heal, just like Ruruka. She's essentially just like Swimsuit Ruruka, but I think she is better. She has the Soul Reaper Resonance, strong attack damage plus 10%. She has Team Party Technique attribute, character strong attack damage plus 20%. Berserker value of 50%, so her strong attacks do more damage. Devastation, so her Soul Bomb hits harder by 60%. She has Frenzy of 2. Medic, so that way her heals more. She has the Speed Droplet Drop plus 30%. Speed of Link Slap Potions plus 5. And then she has the Strong Attack Recharge, cooldown minus 12%. For her innate skills, she has Guard Break, Havoc, and Switch plus 1. Pretty basic for that really. But in terms of like where I would place her, I think she'd be like upwards of S. I don't know if she's better than Gin. His strong attack kit is still really good. I'm actually gonna move Jushiro up, by the way, just because he's a plus 10 potion character. I think he's pretty good for that. It's not from his link, So I think that's where I'm going to put it. You know, I still think Gein's overall performance is still really, really good. But maybe you can make an argument so that way she's like above Gein. Maybe they're above Gein. It's up to you. But I think a strong attack kit is more noteworthy than just doing damage. Like just a little bit more damage, you know? I don't know. That's just kind of how I see it. But yeah. Yeah. So many potion links in the technique slot, I'm not going to lie. Kind of crazy. Now, as for Bambietta, she has the Arrancar killer. The sole trait of strong attack recharge time minus 14%. The innate skills are Sprinter +1. Freeze duration. Also, I will say this. I have not actually played her. All I've seen is I've watched people showcase her. And I will say she seems very good. She seems very good. It's super iffy. I'm just going to place her up in SS tier, by the way, because she is definitely an SS tier character. I'm not saying she's behind Halle Bell. I'm just placing her up here for now. It's a battle between these three. Toshiro I definitely think is out of the mix. Aizen's a nag character as well. He's never going to be in the number one. But it's so iffy. I'm not going to lie. I don't know where to place her. Because in Guild Quest, I think she will do better than Ichibei. Quincy Ichigo is insane in IT, even without Killer. Ichibei also is very good. He's insane in Limit Breaker. He's also very good in Guild Quest, but Ichigo is very mediocre in Guild Quest because of his strong attack kit. It's just not very good. He has good damage, but his strong attack kit is lacking, in my opinion. But let me go over the rest of her kit. I believe I got you Freeze Duration minus 100%, Havoc plus 20%, and then she also has the new Enemy Defeated bonus, Team Party Killer effect plus 20%. I had this wrong in my last video. I thought it was the same thing as Mugetsu, where he has the Team Party strong attack damage, but no, this is just Killer effect plus 20%. So very interesting, very cool and unique. So at least I didn't make Ichigo obsolete. I thought they did for a second. I was like, bruh, what? But I was just being stupid. Her skills are Berserker plus 40%, Devastation plus 60%, Debilitator of 5 seconds, so increased status summon chance against Arrancar, so she's going to be exceptional in the melee Arrancar week. She is a melee Arrancar. Okay, she is melee. I was going to say, I swear she's melee, but I couldn't remember. Candace is the one that's range, and it looks weird. I always thought she'd be a melee, but it's fine. She has Long Stride, increased status summon chance against Arrancars, forgot if I said that. Marauder, the SP boost of 80%, Killer effect plus 30 or plus 50 in Guild Quest, and then melee damage plus 10 or plus 30 in GQ, and then alongside that Frenzy 2 or Frenzy 3 in Guild Quest. So she's a very Guild Quest oriented character, but she still should do well in IT. She does have a Frenzy of 2, and outside of GQ, SP boost, Long Stride, you know, she has Sprinter plus 1, but not against Hollows, or Arrancars. I'm not too sure how she would do. I think she has a fairly okay clear time, but I just think that Ichibei in IT and Ichigo in IT are just better. So that's why I'm like, it's just so iffy between these three. Because you could put her anywhere. If you want to put her number 1, fair enough. If you want to put her number 2, fair. You think Quincy Goes is better? I guess. But I think these three are replaceable. You know, you want Bambietta number 1, sure. You know, boom, she's number 1. I wouldn't fight it. I think they're all very, very good characters. It's just a bit iffy on, you know, where they go. But yeah, that is basically technique. I will say, little bonus. I'm tempted to move Rangiku up. Let me know if you guys agree. I ended up trying her in Limit Breaker Quest. It took like 3 to 4 hours of resetting and changing her T20 abilities to increase lacerate damage. But at 1.5, she got me to stage 21 with Mugetsu 1.5 and Quincy Ichigo 2.5. The stage 20 or 21 in Limit Breaker. So maybe she goes up to SS. I don't know. Her strong attack kit is a bit annoying because of the insane pushback. But yeah, I'll let you guys decide in the comments below for people who stayed. Let me know what you guys think. She kind of clutched. The video is not being uploaded because I didn't record it, and I'm not doing it again. So yeah, going on to the next attribute, I guess. Alright, so I don't believe we have an insane resurrection or anything for speed. It is essentially only Candace, so we will go over Candace, I guess. She's a pretty good character. I will say this before I even go over her skills. I ended up getting a faster clear in IT or IT, in Guild Quest. I haven't even tried her in IT because she's a NAD character. I just didn't really see the point. She's going to be very slow. She does fine. She's just like every other NAD character, to be honest, in IT. She has killer, she probably does fine. Without killer, I wouldn't really recommend it. But in Guild Quest, because of her strong attacks, they knock the enemy away into the corners. And with True Shikai's Ichigo, even just being at 2 out of 5, you can get a 50-second clear. With Candace, it's very annoying because they push everyone back. My buddy got a 55-second clear using True Shikai Ichigo, the Heart Zangetsu for the strong attack damage buff, and then Chad. That was Blood War, Brave Battle Chad. And he got 55 seconds. So, yeah, I'm not downplaying her. It's just that in very hard GQ, she's not that great because she just shoves everybody away. In Nightmare, I think she might be a bit more useful because you might have to clean up some of the side mobs, or maybe the bosses don't get immediately one-shot or anything. But yeah, let's just jump right into her kit after that little warning, I guess. She is a ranged character, by the way. She has Stern Ritter Killer. She is a ranged Stern Ritter Killer. She has the soul trait damage taken minus 21%, so she's going to be pretty tanky. Innate skills is Sprinter plus 3. She's going to be zooming through the map. Jeez. Dodge, Quincy damage plus 50%. Long reach plus 20%. And then for attainable skills, she has Bruiser plus 80%. Poise, weaken duration minus 100%. Killer effect plus 30% or 50 in GQ. Team party speed attribute character normal attack damage plus 20%. So you could bring like her and Tsukishima and Guild Quest if you really wanted to. Not a terrible idea. She has the Enhancer ability, Sharpshooter, the Booster ability, range damage plus 10% or 30 in GQ, and then Flurry plus 1 or Flurry plus 2 in GQ. So, yeah, very, very good NAD character. I don't think she's an SS tier character, obviously. I don't think so at all. This is my ranking for speed. It is what it is. I think, to be honest, she's up by Nell. Like, she is very, very good. I mean, you could probably even just drop her, like, down above Grimmjow. I don't know. It's super iffy, because they're all very, very good. It's just, you know, very iffy. Like, yeah, I think it looks fine. Like, yeah, you could probably move some up or down or whatever, but I still think Yatra's number 1. She's an S tier. Good enough, right? Alright, so we have the Mind attribute, and we'll be starting off with the Gremmy. Gremmy actually got a pretty good resurrection. He ended up picking up one new skill, if I'm not mistaken. Basically what he ended up, actually quite a few things actually, if I'm looking at it. He ended up getting the full stamina only, increased strong attack damage plus 20%. He ended up getting Team Party, Mind attribute, Quincy damage to status and when affected enemies plus 30%. An extra 10% Berserker. He already had Bruiser 20%, complete status immunity, Debilitator of 2. He already had Devastation of 40, Frenzy of 1, Havoc. But then he ended up getting the SP boost of 50%, which is insane. I don't think he was the first. I believe that was Basby or Candace, but either way, still insane. And then his innate skills are Guard Break, which is very good, and Sprinter plus 1. So I think he's basically a resurrection just like Bambi, to be honest, for me. For the speed attribute, I think he's just slightly above Candace. I think he literally just power crept Candace just by that much. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to push these two above these guys. Like this guy's outdated, but it is what it is. They're in S tier. They're good. They're good enough. I think I'm gonna put Lisa above these characters. Push this guy up a little bit because of her paralysis and lacerate and the Limit Breaker quest was actually pretty nice. Yeah, looks all right. It looks all right. Might be bumping bro down. This man, not gonna lie. All right, there we go. Definitely did not forget to add Meninas into this, but we got Gremmy ranked. So now let's go over Shunsui. I guess Ishin, he was the next one in line. Ishin, I'm gonna say right now, skyrockets. I think he's the second best Mind character in the entire game. He is insane. In IT, I will say, I do think that Yuha is slightly better because he will end up getting the double soul bomb. But in Guild Quest, I genuinely think Ishin feels better. I think he's better. Now, granted, that could just be me personally. Seeing his strong attack kid, though, I genuinely thought he was going to be worse, but he actually does so well. So well. He is a melee Quincy killer. He has the Berserker of 50%. Also, he has Burn and Lasher on all of his strong attacks, so he has really good damage over time. So he's excellent in Limit Breaker Quest. He has the Debilitator of 5 seconds, Devastation of 60%, Frenzy +2, increased status element chance against heart attribute enemies +10%. He has the Marauder skill. He also has Poise, and then the Rampage ability. So every time he gets a kill, he gets an extra 2% damage, going all the way up to 100% extra damage. The SP boost of 80%. Also, I forgot, because it doesn't show on here for some reason, he has the SP boost of 40% as his soul trait. I just didn't see it, so I forgot about it. The strong attack recharge time is 12% and weakened defense. He is an absolute powerhouse. He has Havoc as well in his innate skills, Sprinter +1, and weakened duration -100%. All these realistically missing is a second killer and complete status immunity. He's insane. He is absolutely ludicrous. I love this man. And I think what gets me more hyped about Ishin is he has increased status element chance versus Yuha, who doesn't. So even though Yuha is a better kit in Extra Soul Bomb, I still think I like Ishin more, simply because in IT you want to proc status elements, because that's the main, that's the meat and potatoes of his damage, proccing SP boost. Same thing for Yuha. So me personally, I want Ishin over Yuha, but in the game I do think Yuha is still better than Ishin, unfortunately. And then I'm so tempted to just kick this guy out of here. I don't think they're SS tier anymore. Ichigo is only SS tier because it's the only good ranged Arrancar character we have. It's so unfortunate. But alright, let's go to Shunsui. I literally almost forgot he was even in this tier list because I started rambling about Ishin. For Shunsui, he is a Squad 0 killer. He has full stamina only, increased normal attack damage plus 40%. Okay, I would have preferred the Soifon Soul Trait, where it's just 20% normally, and then an extra at full stam, because, you know, then if you get hit, you at least still have 20% full stam, but it's fine. He has Drain on all of his strong attacks, but it doesn't really matter, besides his SA2. Actually, for a NAD character, it actually does. It does, I will say that. But Drain on all of his strong attacks, including his Soul Bomb, outside of his SA2, which is a boost. He has the Booster skill of 30%, Bruiser of 40%, Enhancer skill of 10 seconds, Flurry +1 or Flurry +2 in GQ, the Killer effect of 30 or +50 in GQ. He has Long Reach, so his NAD string goes farther, Melee damage +10 or +30 in GQ. He has Poise, and then he has Start Barrier +10, so he's going to be super safe, including with the Drain. It's going to be very nice. Guard Break, Paralysis Restoration -100%, and Sprinter +1. So he could be an incredibly good auto character because he has Drain, he has really good damage, he has Long Reach so he can stay farther away from enemies, and he has Start Barrier. Perfect. Yeah, he's just a really good GQ NAD character. Where would I place him? I mean, to be honest, I think he's just slightly above Wonderwise. Yeah, that's what I would do. Alright, and now we have Meninas, my favorite of the bunch for mine. She is a Quincy killer. Soul trait is Super Heart Link Slap Potion +5. She has the innate skills of Sprinter +1, Guard Break and Pierce Iron Skin, Havoc +20%. She has the Berserker 50% for the attainable skills. Damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment +100%. Strong attack recharge time -12%. Shared complete status immunity, very nice. Coin drop +100%, which is like whatever. Frenzy +2. She has a medic. She has multi-barrier +2. Heart Link Slap Potions +5, and then Super Heart Link Slap Potions +5. So very good character, insane character. The only downside for her in my eyes after a bit using her is her SA1 isn't very ideal, but since she doesn't have to proc status elements, I think it's fine. She still one-shots little side enemies. She just can't one-shot multiple ways, like a regular SA1 beam, like from Yamamoto or something. And then she has Coin Drop. I just wish it was droplets. People complaining about the killer, you're stupid. I'm gonna ramble this every time someone brings it up. Killers on characters like Meninas, Harribel, Senjumaru, Tensa, Rangiku do not matter. It does not matter. They're 1 out of 5. They absolutely blitz down any enemy in their Quake because they have the extra 100% damage to non-status afflicted element enemies. Also, Ikaku, get the hell out of here. You don't have 100%, you have 30%, you suck. I hate Ikaku. Boom. Also, he has an awful SA1. in my eyes. Boom. There. Right next to Balgo. You're slightly better than Balgo, I guess. Even though I don't really care. I think Balgo's still better. But it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, this is my personal tier list for mine. Obviously, maybe you can move some things around yet again. You know, it's like, oh, I think this Yoruichi is up in S tier. Sure. Maybe you think she's like slightly lower. That's fine. You know, it's just move them a little bit. But for the most part, I think it looks pretty fine. Oh my God, they're blowing everything up. I hear it. All right, so for the final attribute, we're going to be going over Lily, Baro, Masaki, and Mugetsu mother flippin' Ichigo. My favorite power character in the entire game. I'll just say it right now. I absolutely love that character. He's so much fun. We're going over Lily Baro. He was pretty decent apparently when he first dropped in the game. He was very good. He had the melee collision strong attacks, which I absolutely adore. I love that kind of melee or like Nad string. He was also pretty good. Berserker 40%, Bruiser 40%, Devastation 60, Frenzy 1, Havoc 20%, Guard Break. Boom. Insane character. Now in 2024, he ended up picking up the damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment plus 16%. So he's going to be very, very good there as a link. And then he also ended up picking up, I believe, damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment plus 50% or the Purity skill. Very, very good. Love it. And then he also ended up getting hidden enemies and Pierce Iron Skin. The best ability he could have gotten. He doesn't even have any innate skills? Really? He has none? Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He has 100% chance to hit dodging Soul Reapers and then dodge Soul Reaper damage. Fair enough. It actually makes kind of sense, you know, X-axis. He is my favorite character to manually play in IT. Get the hell out of here. And then also with the achievement system, I'm going to bump down this Ichigo a little bit. I still think he's good, but the achievement system does kind of nullify needing droplets as much. I still think they're important, so I still think he's a very good character to get and to use. But at this current moment in time, you know, I get 1,000 droplets a day, 7 days, I can T20 a character, and that's without me even farming. And that's like only like level 1 or 2 for droplets. Like I don't think you need this Ichigo. Yeah. I can kind of see why people are like, on him. I don't think he's better than these characters because all these characters, like, he's only going to be good in IT, to be honest. Yamamoto's good in IT, Guild-Quest, Limit Breaker, good in Limit Breaker and kind of Guild-Quest, I guess, and IT. Ichigo's good in Limit Breaker and IT, and pretty okay in Guild-Quest, you know. With the SP boost of Masaki, he's actually kind of insane, but, you know, that's like a whole nother character you need. Okigura, very good in IT. Limit Breaker, good, and in Guild-Quest, he's very, very good. Now, let's go over Masaki. Masaki, unfortunately, I won't lie, is 100% a Guild-Quest made character. There's realistically no other use for her outside of Guild-Quest, just because of her strong attacks. Like, you can use her outside of Guild-Quest, but it's not that fun. If she has Killer, actually, it would probably be really, really good. But, okay, guys, we get it. She is a ranged Espada killer. She has paralysis on all of her strong attacks. She has the SA2 barrier, so if you paralyze an enemy, they're not moving, and then you can line up the barrage and absolutely destroy and wreck house. She procs her status summons extremely frequently in the Guild Quest. Ranged Espada, she paralyzed literally almost every single enemy, and it was really good. It's just that she doesn't have much support right now, but once she gets the support, I think she's going to be a top tier character. Using barrier in like Limit Breaker and IT, it's just not that fun. You only hit one wave of enemies usually. It's just not great to line it up. Plus, I believe it takes longer to cool down. But for her bonus abilities, she has for her skills, she has Team Party Power Attribute Quincy damage to status ailment affected enemies plus 40%. Rip Lily Baro, you are not getting that bonus. He has 60% or she has 60% Berserker. Damage to paralyzed enemies plus 40%, so you inflict a status summon, you do more damage. Debilitator of 5 seconds. Devastation plus 60%. Frenzy of 2, Havoc of 20%, increased status element chance against her wrong cards plus 10%. She has Poise, and then she also has the SP boost of 80%. Also her soul trait, because they just keep forgetting to put it in, is the SP boost of 40%, so you have 120% SP boost in total. And then you have the strong attack recharge time minus 12%. And then you have her final innate skills, which is Sharpshooter, Sprinter plus 1, and Weakened Duration minus 100%. In my eyes, I think she is probably like top 2 or 3 right now, right here. Like if you had to rank them right here, top 2 or 3. I mean, even then, she doesn't do very good in Limit Break Request. She doesn't do very good in IT. Yamamoto does fine and all. Yeah, I might have to put her here. I might have to put her here, and I love Misaki, but like I remember using her in IT, and I wanted to like punch my computer sometimes because it was just so frustrating. I don't know, like she has insane damage output, but without like the, she has a mediocre SA1. I believe it's the 18% shave. Maybe it's a 40% shave, but it's not that great. It's range collision, and if it are not wrong cars, it's you just like hardly ever proc your SP boost. It's very unfun, is what I'll say. Even with Yamamoto, at least he has a good strong attack kit to keep himself going. Like, maybe you could argue, you know, if they're both at 1 out of 5, because that's where I've been testing them, you know, but I still think she's an SS tier character. It's, I don't know. Like, is she better than Rukia? In Guild Quest, yes. In Guild Quest, definitely. But in IT, I got like a 1 minute, maybe 1 minute 30 clear with her. In IT, I don't know. Ichigo still does very, very good. Ulquiorra still does very, very good. I don't know. It's iffy. Let me know down below where you would put her, because I think it's very difficult to actually rank her. Oh, also, there was a resurrected Yoruichi. I hate the resurrection. I'm not even going to rank it. I'm not talking about it. Now we have Mugetsu. I don't care, Ulk. I don't care. Bro is fighting for his life right now. Oh my goodness, get out of your spot. Jesus. Ichigo is insane. He is a hollow melee killer. I will say the only downside is he doesn't have... Okay, I'll do it at the end of his kit. I'm sorry. I'm excited. Hollow killer. He has weakening on all of his strong attacks, including his soul bomb. He has Berserker plus 50%. He has a bombardment. He has damage to weakened enemies plus 40%. He has Frenzy of 2. Havoc plus 20%. Hits hidden enemy chance plus 100%. He has the increased status element chance against hollows. He has Marauder. He has status element spiritual pressure boost plus 100%. He has strong attack recharge time minus 12%, and he also has weakened defense. He's just insane. Then for soul trait, he has all status immunity, complete status immunity. He has long stride and sprinter plus 3. Also, he has a very good strong attack kit. I believe he has the Ichigo True Shikai's SA1, I believe. He has the SA2 like white apparently, and then he's a full screen SA3. I took him into IT, he's insane. Limit Break Quest, he's absolutely insane. Guild Quest, he's absolutely insane. The 1.5 Mugetsu did better than my 2.5 Yuha and my 1.5 Kangdu. But yeah, I think the only downside to him is he doesn't have 2 killers. It was one of the competition for Melee Hollow. Maybe I didn't give Yuha and Kangdu a fair chance. I definitely did more tries with Ichigo, but Yuha and Kangdu are the other melee killers, so they're all fighting for like the #1 spot in Melee Hollow, so it's kind of up to whoever you prefer. I think Kangdu's a bit safer. Yuha has insane damage plus the team bonus, or the enemy defeated bonus, and then Ichigo is just him. Also, his soul trait, oh my god, none of the soul traits are registered. I'm so sorry. He has the team party strong attack damage plus 20%. My bad. None of them are registered on the site, so I completely forgot about them. But yeah, he is insane. Now, there's so many characters in SS tier. I feel like I should drop some of them down. I feel like I should. I'm so tempted to bump Yamamoto and Misaki and Lily Barrow down. I don't know. Maybe after this video, when I get some more insight, maybe people can tell me what they think, and then maybe I can do it. So maybe I'll leave them here. And then you guys let me know down below your opinions on where they should rank. Maybe you guys can give me some ideas. But yeah, I've been rambling on enough. It's been 38 minutes. I think that is going to do it for the video. Let me know down below what you guys personally think. That is the July, right before the anniversary tier list. I assume it'll probably be changed quite a bit, considering the part 1 and part 2 is probably going to drop 5 of the best characters in the entire game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Take care, and peace out.